There's a story there.
Oh, no.
I just want to start the show.
You can go ahead.
Everybody, welcome back to Late Breakfast. I'm Tori and B.
I'm First Class Reg.
How long has Atlanta ran hip-hop? There was a recent viral video where Kenny Burns, who's associated with Bad Boy and Revolt, said that because of Atlanta executives and artists have been running the hip-hop game for the past 20 years. Some people didn't agree at all. They said like there were like breaks in between from like other parts. But I just want to dive right into this debate. I'm going to introduce everybody that's here. We have my mortal enemy, Robbie Digital. And Jemima, a.k.a. Peter Perfect.
I hate these niggas. I hate these niggas.
Right?
OD.
Felix is here.
I'm still here.
Felix is still here. Miss Junae Brown. And Miss Kim Chanel.
What's up?
Oh, she did the shoulders. She did the shoulder channel. She did the what's up. All right, so what y'all think? Do y'all agree that for the past 20 years, Atlanta has ran hip-hop?
Absolutely.
I'm not sure if it's... Well, did you have more to add to that?
I'm gonna go ahead.
Okay, so I don't know if it's been 20 years, but Atlanta's definitely they've had one up on in hip hop for some time now. I can trace it back to at least when did Jeezy come out?
2003, because at that time crunk was everywhere, right? So Little John's crunk music was everywhere. You can make whatever faces you want, and then Ludacris was on his rise. T.I.'s 24s came out. Youngbloods came out with Damn.
Ludacris.
But 50 Cent was owning the game. 50 Cent was owning the game in 2003.
That's fine, but what I'm just saying
I
is
don't
that
like you
all of
sitting
these
here.
different 50 Cent is one
I
man.
don't like you sitting here. Like, it's just
50
a lot.
Cent is one man. But what I'm saying is that like 50 was rapping, but like Little John defined the sound. Like producers like were copying off of him, and like Little John became like the big, like what he did with the sound really made a huge deal. So I'm just saying I'll say from like 03, Atlanta hip hop came out and like dominated shit. Like think about it, Ludacris had a fucking run because Atlanta was doing so good. And you think about how much you hate Ludacris.
I hate Ludacris.
Yeah, you hate Ludacris.
Lil
I mean,
Jon,
if you want to be technical, In the Club has the same kind of BPMs. We don't give a damn, we don't give a fuck. You can play it right behind each other.
Okay, and what is that? That's Atlanta
Lil Jon
influence,
was
right?
eating off two sounds, two noises.
I have a weird take,
In the
though.
club has
about
like-
this.
Okay, I want to hear your take.
I have an interesting take because I don't think that the answer is no, but I don't think that Atlanta... I feel like it's unfair to say Atlanta has been running hip-hop for the past 20 years. What I do think is that Atlanta has been killing for 20 years, and I think their consistency has now put them in a place of domination. I think that there were so many other moments that happened. It wasn't like it is now for a consistent 20 years. Like, that's just not true.
Yeah.
But the build-up, phenomenal. The moments and like the stamps, every time they put a brick down, it was so solid that now they got a whole building. You know what I'm saying? But to say like, the full 20 years, I don't think that's fair. I do think that the conversation gets funny too when you bring up the executives because they had a very heavy hand in a lot of the major moments in hip hop, but it wasn't all Atlanta sound.
Yeah,
like,
I was just gonna add.
They
to
were
that.
up here doing artists like East Coast artists like that. It wasn't all.
There's also
Just to add,
I like that shit.
I was gonna say like another thing that plays a factor is to like Memphis artists. Like Atlanta's so close to Memphis, so
Texas.
just like Texas as well, and then like New Orleans and stuff. So I feel like Memphis also kind of honed their sound first, and then it's like that's when
3-6 Mafia, 8 Ball, MJG.
Exactly. So
Okay.
it was just like that kind of like offset as well. So like that poured into the Atlanta scene, and that just kind of like that's where they honed their sound. So I feel like there are two different sounds, but I feel like Atlanta. I wouldn't say Atlanta, but more so like the South. Like they.
I would say
That's a-
Atlanta.
that's a
I would
fair
say Atlanta.
Together.
Atlanta got it, and they have some of the best. And like amongst the South, they have some of the best artists.
And
Outkast is from Atlanta. The Migos are from Atlanta right now, right? And the producers, like the producers that are coming out of Atlanta, are literally controlling the sound of music. Trap music came out of Atlanta, and that trap music is the most major sound. I'm really passionate about this shit.
I want to say also like another big component is like Freaknik. Like that also helped Atlanta. Like as far as their music scene, because that's.
I'm
like,
glad my mother ain't go to Freaknik, yo.
Like bass
So
music.
happy.
Bass music, like as far as
I'm gonna
like,
ask my mom.
Freaknik was also like another leg as far as like into getting Atlanta into that music scene, because it's like Freaknik
The
was
culture.
like the hot spot.
Like,
Yeah,
I feel like
Freaknik was the hot spot.
culturally, they held on to culture, and that's
and
something that
evolved.
they've always done well.
and just to add to that, what I was gonna say was that Atlanta.
You okay? Are you okay?
I think he's laughing because Rob got the answer to. I think Atlanta stands out because they all support each other. They all seem to have a camaraderie. There isn't like a competition type thing or energy
so
with them.
We don't know that.
It's
though.
funny.
No,
Well,
because
it doesn't project.
When you talk to people from Atlanta, they
say
usually
it's
have
a crabs and
totally
real thing.
different.
I know.
things to
Yeah,
say.
you're right because I've heard that.
It's like that thing,
But it
right?
doesn't project.
With your family, where you walk outside and it's like we have a united front at least. Like we
stays
separate
in
each
the
other.
house, stays in
Stay in
the
the
house.
house.
You know,
Out here.
That's important. That's
about
good.
it.
Bigger than
Yeah.
an individual.
That's
at the end
because
of the
it's the
day.
same
That's how
thing
that
like
works.
with like we all know the Jeezy and Gucci made beef. Like that's Evan, but that was the first time we actually saw beef besides Ludacris and T.I. or whatever the case may be.
And that was
Where
only
it's-
on wax.
where it
Yeah.
spilled
Rest
out.
in peace, shorty, though.
Rest in peace, Shirley. It's just like it spilled out. But I think when it comes to Atlanta and their music scene, I can see where he could say that because even if we're talking 20 years, like 2004, all I heard on the radio was Lil Bow Wow. And he was
What radio station would you listen to?
who was co-signing right behind
Alright,
him?
JD.
That's fine. I
Jermaine
just want to
Dupri.
clarify.
To the point where,
with
as a little
because people
kid,
don't.
you didn't know. We knew as we.
I knew, nigga.
It wasn't even the Jermaine Dupri.
Dupri.
It wasn't the Jermaine Dupri cosign that did that.
It was a whole.
It was the
It wasn't an Atlanta
It
sound
was
either.
T.I. Like T.I. started ghostwriting for him, and then he started living in Atlanta. And his whole album rollout, when he actually moved away from Jermaine, was when people started confusing him for an Atlanta artist.
I never.
For that
Because
whole
of-
time,
because
yeah.
T.I. was ghostwriting.
To me, the question is how long has Atlanta been running rap? And to me, it's been since Tony Montana, Future. To me, that's when
That's when it started.
That's when it started.
That's when the rain started.
Because
What year
because
was
to
that?
me
That's
there
like
was
the other day.
yeah, that's the other day, and that's
2011.
accurate because a lot of
That's kind
to
of
me
fair.
to me hip hop has always been a
I can see
struggle
that,
of
though.
scenes, and there's always been people in the conversation who have been bigger than Atlanta in the last 20 years. There's been Miami with Khaled, with Rick Ross.
But-
Diddy moved down there. It was a lot of shit going on in Miami. And then
Did he move to
Oakland-
Atlanta too?
Yeah,
Oakland had two
That was
two moments.
commercially.
One
like, no.
was with
Keep the
Little
sneak.
B and E40, and then the second movement was with Mustard and Chris Brown sounding like every other
Mustard is from
artist.
L.A.
Yes.
Did you
Yeah.
just rap Chris Brown in that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chris
Mustard.
Brown.
DJ Mustard's from L.A. I swear to God, he's from
Yeah.
L.A. Yeah, him and YG from the same hood.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, are you saying like the sound, like as far as like,
Okay.
And then there was Houston. Houston had a fucking year and a half.
I'll give you Houston. Houston had
That's the
a
only.
year.
That's the only one I'll give you.
Oh,
You
but to me-
gotta
I'll give you
Miami.
Houston. I'll give you Houston. I'll give you Chicago. That's it.
In Miami?
No, I won't give you Miami.
Tripping.
Wow.
Holla at me, baby.
Tripping.
Wow.
Taking over?
To
We
me-
the best?
Do not.
That was a crazy run.
Atlanta was still doing their thing too.
Okay.
Wait,
No. I'll give.
See, I
I'll
was
say.
only taking
No,
over.
no,
We
no,
had Atlanta
so
artists on
So
there.
look. So I'll say Miami only solely off the fact that you got Trick Daddy. I'll say Miami.
When did Trick Daddy run shit?
So Trick Daddy. Okay, so wait.
Yeah, please tell me when Trick Daddy ran shit.
So you got Trick Daddy from in '98.
Talk, man.
Niggas is being really disrespectful. First of all, because you got Trick Daddy on the table, right? '98, Nan came out, introduced Trina.
But he
And
owned
then-
the game?
No, I didn't say he owned the
But
game.
that's what we're
That's what we're
arguing.
talking about.
As far as having a moment.
Yeah, he had a moment.
Yeah, 2 month moment.
Yeah, okay, so he had 4 months.
He didn't have 4 months. He still had like 4
He had
albums that
a
came
season,
out.
but it didn't
That-
dominate.
it didn't
Was you like, yo,
dominate.
oh my God, Trick Daddy's album's coming out?
No.
No.
Well, I'm speaking from a different demographic because in Detroit we was shouting
But
Trick
if
Daddy.
I was arguing the longest amount of time that Atlanta has defiantly owned hip hop, it's from Future 2012 to now.
So you
No, I
don't
can say
count.
that.
So you don't count
You
crunk
cannot
era
count.
in the birth of trap music.
No,
They owned it, but not
people-
consecutively. It wasn't consecutively.
With no
There's people
interruption.
that
With no
run
interruption.
can run.
Like they
No
had a year
interruption.
here, a year there, but
There's
like
people who
since Future, it's been like
that's
you
you
it.
can't negate
Yeah.
you can't negate like all the people that walk so Future can run.
I love Gucci,
Like,
but Gucci
Gucci
wasn't
came
owning
out.
hip hop.
That's not like a slight to
He's
Gucci.
influential.
Because
Yeah.
the
No.
conversation was, the statement was.
No, he is one of the pioneer, but he was
dominating hip-hop
underground.
at
He
So it's
never-
like he wasn't the face, because it was kind of like a best kept secret. Yeah, and he was like a best kept secret, like as far as like Gucci Mane. So it's not a slight. It's not disrespect to him.
But so in between. So how about this? In between the time gap of the past 20 years. In between the time gap of the past 20 years, how many times would you say Atlanta ran the rap scene?
I would
a good
say
9 years.
I would say at least 15 to 19.
He's saying like
in between. No, because you said in a row, right? From 2015 to what now?
I'd say like
I'm not saying the amount of time was about 11 years the most.
I would say 15 plus.
I'll say 12.
15 plus.
In the past 20 years?
12.
Out of the 20, you said 12?
Out of those 20,
12,
they had 12.
I'd say 15
12
plus.
years or 12
When did
12
12
years.
years.
Like out of those 20 years.
50 didn't have 02 between 05.
And
That's
you have
50.
to
50
say
didn't have 02.
That's 50.
50 didn't have 02.
Wait, no, that was
50 had 02?
02?
No.
Power a dollar?
He had that?
That was a
That's him.
No.
Nigga, he didn't have that. Outside of New York, niggas didn't know
What? Time out.
Wait, what?
Hold on, why write a
Who
pause?
had 02?
Wait. You just said outside of New York, people didn't know 50 like that?
In 2002?
2002.
I thought you started playing
So
in the
who
club.
had 02?
Wait, you know what I meant?
Who?
Period?
Who?
What? You're giving 2002 to 50 cents, my nigga?
2001
I
Blueprint
give
came
up
out.
to I give up to 50. Who had it?
He didn't even have a solid album out.
Who had 2002?
Okay, so let's think.
Nelly.
2002, who was out? Nelly was out. Nelly was out.
Yeah.
Nelly's not from Atlanta. Nelly's not from Atlanta. He's not from Atlanta.
No, but Nelly was out. But he said
he was definitely.
he just said 50 had it.
In 2002, 50 didn't have an album out yet.
Yeah.
He
I
was
think that
buzzing,
was
bro.
Nelly definitely.
Shady Records, bro.
How you giving 2002 to 50 without his album out?
Yeah, Power of a dollar.
Yo.
Come on, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like, rethink that. You can't stand on that.
So listen,
So
I want to wrap it up right now because we're getting out of hand and we can talk about this off camera.
No, I need him to apologize.
definitely Nelly.
How are you
So-
saying 2002 is 50 without an album?
Nelly
We
definitely.
running out of camera?
2002.
God, I'm sorry, bro.
So we
I
gonna.
didn't mean that to come
Fuck
out.
you in that Band-Aid.
Alright, you know I'm Torian B,
I'm first class.
and we're gonna catch you next time. Thank you guys for watching.
You know what's crazy? He really likes Nelly, so I don't know why. I don't know why he's doing it.
Nelly is just.
Fuck that Band-Aid.
Nelly
She said, fuck that, man.